Hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. This will be my second streaming of this game. And last time, where did I leave off last time? Wait, we got to the church, I looked into the garden. Besides that, I don't know. We were going up to the church to look over our masterpiece and getting started on it. And, oh. Last time, I better turn music down. Last time I got a little copy strike on YouTube for having it too loud, too visible. Woo! We didn't go in here last time. Oyster. Hey. This is... Okay, I'm having to get my bearings. It hasn't been long, but long enough. Okay. A Dance of Death mural. Father Matthias had it painted a few years before his death. It's beautiful. A painting of death, beautiful, huh? What, everybody's dancing with the dead? That's cool. Okay. Whoa! Wait, what room did I go in? I thought this was the room that with the singing guy. Monastery La Crème. Wait. Is this not the door that leads to the monastery? Saint Luke, the patron of artists, is also the patron of healers. Nice little fact. Hello, Florian. God bless you, Andreas. Brother Florian, how are you? Brothers and sisters are well, so I am well, thank God. Andreas, have you spoken to Klaus Drucker lately? Oh, yes, quite recently. Why? I believe you may be receiving a medical text from Bologna soon. I'm quite interested. Se legere Latino? Can you read Latin? A little Italian. My Latin is not as good as I would like. I was hoping Brother Piero could help me with it, if he has the time. I'm sure he will make time. He is a patient teacher. That he is. I will see you later, Andreas. Till then. Everybody says until then. I wonder if that's the old custom. Most of these medicines were made by Agnes Stanorin, with some help from Sister Gertrude. Oh, both those lead to the large garden, courtyard, and lavatorium. Refectory. Oh. Wait. No, that's not what I meant. Ba, 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 ba. Here, is this where the door is at? Ah, okay, I'm just an idiot. Okay. Oh, oh, now it makes sense. Oh, you're not singing anymore. Nope, don't start. God bless you, Andreas. Does your voice yet recovered from Easter Mass, Rutger? Oh, yes, it was a bit of strain, but a worthy sacrifice. Well, if the Lord could give us his all on Easter. Exactly. Have a good day in the scriptorium. Have a good day singing. Don't sing, don't sing. The crypt, the tower, because, you know, why not have those underneath the church? Hello, Silver. Boop beep. Foundations of the abbey were built when the Romans occupied this land, not long after the death of Christ. These tomb markers go back centuries, all the way to the founding of the abbey. Wow, wow. Pt.3 from the height of Kearsarge's power in the 14th century. Those days have long passed. So then the abbot must be named after him, meaning the church is older than the name of the church. Or something. A lovely relief of the Virgin and Child. Shame it's hidden down here. Oh. Now what? I did not mean to do that, but okay. Nom the cookie. I love chocolate chip cookies. The secret entrance to the library. I'll have to remember this. Oh, I'm not gonna go in though. Okay. That's cool. I didn't want to go in anyways. How is there not an option to ring the bells? I want to ring it. How do I ring the bells? Nope, that's not it. Oh. Fine. I'll come back for you later. Better get to ring those bells. You. Oh. God bless you, Andreas. How's sacristy going today, Mathia? Same as yesterday. Does my vocation seem silly to you, Master Mallet? You are very short. No, I was just being friendly. Then go in peace, friend, knowing that the Abbey's treasure are secure for another day. God be with you. One more thing, I have a favor to ask. Oh. Wait, do I need to... Yes, Andreas. I was hoping you could give me my payment for the latest manuscript. I don't. I'd like to collect my wages. What? Give me my pay. This isn't part of the agreement you made with Father Gernot. Why? Listen to the voice you gave him. Huh? What do you mean, Chair? Also nice to have you back. You totally find his vocation silly. No, I don't. I don't even know what that means. You'll be paid on the completion of each additional manuscript you illuminate, not before. I only have a few pages left, but enough for you. I'll finish them in the next few days anyway. Can't we make an exception this once? Not without good reason. The savvy runs through mutual agreements, not haphazard payments. Organized religion is a scam. I should. But I don't know what the vocations are. It sounds like he's just trying to guard the treasury. Breaking such contracts would cause undue trouble, not only for Kearsaw, but for Tassin as well. My mic is extra crunchy today. Why? Why is it crunchy? Why? Hold on, let me try turning it off and on. Do I have any other electronic device near the headset, plug cable, or headset itself? I have my laptop. But it's where it was before. And there's the Xbox controller. You know, for someone that's a medieval buff, seem to know a lot about electronics. If it's wireless, keep the path between the receiver and the headset clear. Maybe the computer was getting off interference in between. So. Okay, let's see how this goes. That's any better. You haven't been living in the Middle Ages, son. Well, it seems like you could if you wanted to. Just live at the Renaissance Fair. I wonder if there's people that actually do that. Probably the worker. Oh. Is it workers there, or is it all volunteers? Not why Father Abbot has increased the taxes on the girders. I understand I won't press further. Well, just being a curious mind. What is this about Andreas? The Gertners have asked me for their rent early so they can pay their taxes to the Abbey. I would like to help the Gertners pay their taxes to the Abbey, or I need the money, brother. I've made a grave error and I'm in debt. If I had the coin, I'd be able to pay off. Why not put some pressure?
I see. Very well. Do not ask this of me again, Andreas Maurer.
Wish that would be a dream come true. I've dated people who worked at an affairs, though. Does that count? Did y'all get to spend the night behind some hay bales?
Here you are. I shall note this with Father Gernot and Prior Ursinek, her parents.
Oh, no, it was long distance. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's hard to find people close by. No, I don't think that counts. Thank you, brother Matthew.
God bless you, Andreas.
Right, now that I got my payment, I can give Clara the rent early. Sweet! I'll give it to her directly to make sure she receives it. I'll put it on the table in the evening to surprise them. I don't want to get it lost, you know. Sacristy. So yeah, he must be like some kind of gatekeeper for the money. Can I talk to him again?
Andreas, have you seen Brother Roger?
No, why?
Because he was not at Ludas, and no one has seen him since then.
Why do you think I would have seen him? Do you think something's happened?
I think after you terrified him in the library, you decided it was safer to run.
How did I terrify? Why is terrified covered in blood? Disturbed. He can make decisions for himself. If he ran, that's his choice. I'm sorry I didn't even cause him this much stress. Well, what do you want me to do about it? Well, what do you want me to do? Nah, I didn't cause distress.
Yes, you couldn't have known how sensitive he is.
I feel that.
Still, you did threaten him.
Threaten us
is no small thing.
If you didn't miss any questions, stepped away. No. I just said that, yeah, fighting people close by is hard. No, that does not count. I don't think that counts as you living at a renaissance.
If he does not return, or if something has happened to him, I will hold you responsible.
It will be alright. You're worried about nothing. That's up to you. Well, I didn't do anything. You can't just blame me about it. I pray you are right.
I pray you are right. God bless you, Andreas.
Tell me about it. Oh, it's so hard. So many people close by are just fakers. I feel like you get to know people better online in a different kind of way. Because since it's online, people usually don't have much of a filter. Well, you either get people that have less of a filter or more of a filter because they just want to hide who they really are. It's true. I'm trying to remember the layout to this area because I'm gonna forget it real quickly if I'm not careful. Baby. Oh, there's so much here. No, wait. Oh, that's the scriptorium. That's where I have to head to. So go back this way. Why did I end up back here? Oh, wait. Okay, so I explored the church. Wow. I haven't talked to you. I guess the courtyard is next. Chapter house. Oh, I've already been here. Did I miss a door? Large garden. This was that. That leads to the chapter house. Refectory. I wonder what recipes the brothers have for peas. Ah, the life of a good-natured boy. Okay. Into the courtyard, not the large garden. Lavatory. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. The audio changes with the place my character is, not just the screen placement. I get it. Ah, perfectly in the middle. There wasn't much to do here. Gargoyles protecting the garden. That's interesting. Okay. Refectory. How are you doing, Sabah? God give you good health, Master Mala. Brother Sabhat, I am surprised to see you still here. As am I, but I will be leaving soon, returning to Rome. You're Roman? I and my bishop regret that we could not reciprocate. Oh boy. Reciprocate Father Rodolfo's generosity earlier. Big words. Big words. Showed much kindness to our priest at the Council of Constance many, many years ago. Will you remain at Rome? That's up to my bishop, but I will miss these mountains in any case. You should travel to Ethiopia, Master Mother, and see the highlands. God has blessed my home with a wondrous beauty. I would love to someday. I still need to return to Nuremberg and open my shop. Yes, someday. Until then, if you're ever in Rome, I may still be around. Rome is a big place to be looking for you. I've only made it as far as south as Florence, but I'd like to see Rome. By the way, if you have some time in the next few days, it would be nice to share a meal with you and some of the townsfolk. The townsfolk. I am accustomed to strange looks, especially in rural places like these. But I have a kind words with the baker and his wife. Oh yes, the Albans, Ulrich and Gret. I offered to tell a story to the children and their mothers over a meal someday. Gret seemed excited about the idea, but I would be more comfortable if you were there as well. I can certainly make time. Do you not eat here with the brothers? I can make time. Thank you, Andreas. I look forward to it. God give you health. Yeah. Kitchen cemetery. The apple trees have only started to bloom. It will be months before they bear fruit. Why is there fruit being done in the cemetery? That does not sound like a good place to do that at. A monument to the founder of the abbey. It's fairly recent. The funds were donated by her descendants. Animal pins! Oh, this is a big area. Oh, look at those piggos. Looks so handsome. What did you call them, Chair Kicker? The fox pigs? Sonas? And besides, I haven't really been studying medieval history as of late. Lately, I've done more research on stuff for my world building project. World building project? What's that about? You're making a game, or you're just part of it? Oh, what did I just do? Pilgrim badges of St. Moritz images. Make these. Oh. Girl. Just like my personal setting, may or may not ever actually produce anything of it. I've written scraps, that's about it. Well, if you have an idea, you might see how other people enjoy it as well. There's a game that people just build on in the same world. I feel that could be enjoyable. You have so many ideas. Yeah, I'm in a process of making a game. Really actually going slow because it's a very small crew. But it's alright. Ideas for video games, ideas for stories, ideas for animations. Oh. Yeah. I got so many story ideas when I'm trying to focus on my video games right now. Though I never thought of doing animation. One, I can't do art. So I would always have to hire somebody for that part. And I'm guessing that would be a big team. But yeah, what's it about? Inspirations, genre? Trying to find a good way to explain that. So it's based off a game / dream I had about where the game part came from an old game I used to play on the computer. It was a website game. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like on mostfungames.com, one of those kind of sites. And where am I? I was talking and lost my way. Or this ether muses where the lecture reads to me. Was I seeing? Oh yeah, the dream part. Oh no, the game part. Anyways, I had a dream about it where it was kind of different, but I know where I had gotten it from. An old Flash game. I played lots of those back in like 2000 on dial-up. Then you'll probably know what I'm talking about. Can you imagine how long it takes to download a 4 megabyte Flash game on dial-up? No. I don't want to know. I don't want to imagine that. Oh, there's so much to explore here, I swear. But anyways, the game is a pixel-styled, side-viewed screen scroller, I guess you'd call it. Like an hour of waiting. Hello, Andreas. But anyways, it's about you, the player, have a castle, and on the other right side of the screen, if you scroll on from mirrors, there's another castle, the enemy's castle. Your objective is to use the money you earn from time passing by to buy troops that will go marching into battle for you. And the objective is to destroy the enemy's castle. You can also get coins from killing the enemy's troops. But besides those two ways, I haven't thought of anything else. But there's 4 different classes of troops I'm going to put in. There is the melee, the range, the magics, and the tanks. And it is kind of hard to put magics in a game that's I'm trying to make as historically accurate as possible as terms in how these troops looked and how they looked, realism, I don't know, all that good stuff. Oh, an auto battery? Yeah, in a way, it's the main category is supposed to be strategy based. But that's kind of the whole point in the game. There's your castle, there's the enemy castle, and then there's your troops and the enemy's troops. Combine the right troop combo group selection and defeat the enemy. It's very simple, but it's my first game that I'll be designing. I thought it would be good. Tug of War Auto Battle. I know I play games like that, but I can't remember them. I know StarCraft has custom maps like that. Desert Strike. No, those don't sound familiar. It's something like Battle of the Ages or War of the Ages. It's where kind of like the same thing. There's your base, the enemy's base, and there's troops to buy. You can also upgrade into a new era to get upgraded troops and all. But I'm not doing upgraded eras. That's a bit too much copying. Also with mine, I am adding some differences. Like there's going to be a second path. This. Oh yeah, that's. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. I don't know, what is that game called? Age of War? Yes, that's... Okay, I loved that game as a kid. And for some reason, I just had a mixed dream of it combined with this... It was mixed into some kind of version. Different... And anyways, I'm basing it off my dream. But the dream was based off of Age of Empires. Or Age of War. So... It's a game based off a dream, based off a game. I have not played it, but it looks like a 2D Age of Empires or Rise of Nations / Empire. You've not played it? Oh, it's such a good one. Oh, but anyways. How goes it in the kitchen? Is Brother Wajlav working hard? Not too bad. Brother Wajlav is nice to me. I guess I'm tired. And I don't know what kind of voice. He looks like he'd be a dumb guy. Just because of that. I know that's a style of hair they used to do. But who in the world? Who in the world was the barber who did a man's hair like that? I said, oh no, I didn't make a mistake. That's just the new style these days. and then it just caught on. Ever played Combat Instinct 3, the finest rail shooter of all the South Farm? I don't know. To be honest, I don't. That doesn't sound familiar. Combat Instinct 3. No. Point of the tonsure is humility. Aiden. It's supposed to look silly. Oh. Ah, okay. That's what it's called, this hairstyle, the tonsure. It's Father Robert and Brother Pryor to make things hard. How so? I shouldn't complain, they just like their food a certain way. I'm not that good at cooking yet. Oh, nature boy. What you all need is more variety. Want me to get you some mushrooms in the forest? I know the best types, you understand? I know all the best types, you understand? Okay? If you think that will help, I only use what's in the cellar. Brother Adok complains about his food too, but he complains to Brother Washloff. What does Brother Adok know about food anyway? He's from Cornwall. It is a symbol of religious devotion to God. I don't remember ever reading that in the Bible, I'm just gonna say. But I also haven't read a lot of the Bible or in depth. But I would be nearly positive that's not something we have to do nowadays. How do I know where that is? Ooh, get roasted. Oh. Most things the church does are not in the Bible. Especially in this era. Now, in today's time, that discussion's a bit iffy. It's a land to the west across the sea where all they eat is fish. Ah, no wonder they don't know cooking. Sounds miserable, that's always what he complains about. The fish. He just likes to complain, I think. Don't lose heart, Brother Lucas. You're still learning. Thanks. See you later, Andres. Until later. It's starting to get annoying how everybody just says, until later. Until next time. Can I go into Refector? Oh yeah, so ooh, first. Is that the Last Supper table? Okay. It's annoying that people anticipate your next meeting. I hate it when people like me. It's so annoying. Huh? What do you mean? Anticipate my next meeting? My next stream? Oh. Until next time. Yeah. I mean, if you're friends and all, like, sure, yeah. Until next time. But it's such a formal way of speaking. Just say, like, alright, see you later. It's so, I hate formality. It's like, until next time. Like, you're not a business partner. Lucas isn't your friend. Lucas says it formally, okay? I didn't say he's not my friend. I'm just saying he says it formally. Everyone says it in here formally, and there's no need for that. Why are you down here in the basement picking out those turnips? No onions. I think those are onions. Wait, no, those are onions. What are those? I don't. I've had to do so many voices. I'm probably gonna. I'm definitely gonna overlap voices. Uh, Morning, Andreas. I was living with the Gertners. Oh, that's great. They're a lovely family. Good. We get along well enough. Well, it's a room in a peasant home, so I can't expect much. That's a lovely family. Claire's a good woman. She looks after Big George and Eva like they were her own. Morning, Peter. I forgot about that. Both almost fully grown. True. I suppose it's less that they need looking after more than that she cares to. Little Ursula's in good hands. Anyway, if I don't see you around the Abbey later, maybe I'll see you in Tyson tomorrow. Till then. Oh, Peter, your fur is so soft today. That's so disgusting. I can't even follow through with the voice. So, have I been in here now? Blur, garden. A reminder that I did not force you to emit that utterance. That was your choice. I have to read the messages. These cucumbers are growing quickly. I'm sure whatever it isn't eating will be pickled. Animal pins. Gotta go to. Wait, weren't the animal pins down here? Oh, Abbott House. Wait. Dog. Mirabellus. Oh, I don't touch. Oh. Mirabellus. That was a good dog's name. Gernot. Unlike you. Your name is lower than a dog's. Bad man. Oh, bless you, Andreas. Yeah. I don't get why I'm so tired. What are those for? Got some trolls, some gnomes living in the pasture. It's great that games finally let you pet the whatever. Oh, and make a video game where we can pet the wolf. Of course. Every video game that has an animal, you have to be able to pet it. That is the rules made. It's just the way their life works. Did I talk to you? Good day, Andreas. Good day to you. Avatar. Yeah, but when I play Far Cry and try to pet the tiger, what happens? Rubbish. 0 out of 10. Well, you gotta. If you play Far Cry Primal, you can pet the tiger. You just gotta be the right level. Or if you play Far Cry what is it, 6? 6 or New Haven. You can pet a mountain lion, I believe. Prior's house. What is this? A Volveli? I have no idea. I've seen these before in astronomy and medical tracks. What is this one for? 2 wheels. The top wheel has Greek letters and holes cut out to reveal Latin letters underneath. And the outer edge of the lower wheel is divided into 4 sections, each bearing an elemental symbol. Lines connecting the holes form constellations: Cassiopeia, the Great Wagon, Libra, and Aries. Yeah. There's also the Big Dipper there, but whatever. A quarter turn to the upper disc aligns a different elemental symbol at the top of the lower disc. There's only one place you can pet a manual. Manual, though. What is a man? What is manual? Jimmy Bob. What? What are you talking about? Given the number of letters and the size of the disc, there's enough space for a total of 4 versions of the Latin alphabet. And that reveals a different set of letters underneath. I wonder what it's for. A cipher of some sort? Palo's cat, a wild cat endemic to the steppes and deserts of Central Asia. Oh. Are you talking about in real life? That is a big cat. That is Cat Chungus right there. I need to investigate more. This has to be connected to something else around here. Around here. Around here. The Earth is flat, though. I'm an astronomer. I should know. The Manul has the longest fur of any cat. Even than a lion's mane. Is that right? No, that script. Sorry, that was where I needed to go. But I think that's what the other place led to anyway, so. Yeah. Okay. Hierro Era Guy. His name is just Guy? Good day, Andres. How's your morning going, brother Guy? It's fine. More contracts for the Albert. Which would you rather be making? Contracts or manuscripts? I honestly don't care, Andres. As long as the Abbot is impressed, he could have me write the first chapter of Genesis until Judgment Day. Does the Abbot's opinion mean that much to you? The Abbots and Priors both. You're lucky. When you're done with this, you're going home. And I'm never going to see Burgundy again. I need to make the best of the next 4 years. Fortunately speaking, they're the size of house cats. With the mane on a line? I'll leave you to it. God bless you, Andreas. How are you feeling today, Brother Ada? I'm ill. Oh, ill. That's easy. I am well. What? Well done, my son. It was early. I'll give you a harder one later. I look forward to all your anagrams, Brother Ada.
It'll roll nut.
What? Oh, yes. Until then. What? What?
Be a pero.
Andreas. God bless you. So good to see you. Good morning, Brother Piero. Good to see you as well. I don't like this weather. My bones ache. It means storm's coming. George Gettner says that if you live here 10 or 15 years, you can smell storms coming. Brother Adolf has been here long enough that we can always smell him coming. Do not forget, Brother Guy, the fate of the usurger of the age, Prophet Elisha, outside of Brethel. You comparing yourself to a prophet, Brother Adolf? I'm comparing you to an impudent youth from the Lord and his infallible, ineffable wisdom may choose to strike you down. Brother Guy, please show more respect to Brother Adok. You're being mean-spirited. Calm yourself, Adok. You're too sensitive to Guy's jokes. Yeah, mean-spirited. Stay out of this, Andreas. The old fart can defend himself well enough. I need no defense by the likes of you. God protects his faithful against the antiquities. Well, geez, okay, fine. Well, everyone seems quite lively. I suppose that means Prior Fenric Ferenc is not overseeing us today. He was here, but then he learned Lawrence Rothfogel had arrived and he hurried out like a little mouse. Fenric is so desperate to impress the abbot and nobles at Rothfogel, it's pathetic. You feign kindness to Father Abot and our prior only to speak about them like this behind the racks. It's shameful. Oh no, brother. Rothfogel's manuscript. I just realized that he will not see his manuscript. How silly of me. Of course, that's why he's visiting. Perhaps if you were younger and faster, you wouldn't need to worry so much about patron visits. What's the problem? Baron is just one client. He has to wait like anyone else. Guys, someday you will stand where Piero is, and a young monk will stand where you are now. Okay. Anyway, what's the problem? The Baron is just one client. He has to wait like anyone else. Why did I just say the what? It's gonna force me to speak? Traitors. Baron Raphael is not like anyone else. He has powerful friends, including the Prince Bishop. Friends, your son is already out of favor. Father Abbott does not want to have to deal with more attention. Well, if it's Prior Ferenc isn't here, I'm going to work on my masterpiece until he arrives. Yeah, you do that. That's right. I need to reference the Endermar manuscript. Okay, what is that? What do you want, Andreas? A book. The Indarma manuscript. The Book of Hours. Your hair looks messy today. Did you get enough sleep? Oh, because I was dreaming about you. Liar. Could I just get the book? Oh, that's all the way upstairs. Can't you get by without it? I'm sorry, but I really can't. I need to reference it for my work. Oh, why are you complaining? Isn't this your job? Ugh. Really, my feet hurt and the stairs so steep. I'm just going to ask Illuminati. Illuminati? 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 To get it. Illuminati! Andres needs his help finding a book and I don't know where it is. Andres? Oh, Sister Illuminata. I'd like to borrow the Ender Moore manuscript, the Book of Hours. Yes, I overheard. Please return it promptly. Oh, now what, old man?
Andreas, may I see how your masterpiece is coming along?
Well, you already are. Of course, your opinion is always welcome.
Yes, the composition is lovely. There's a joyful spirit in the arrangement of the figures.
I can't even tell the figures because it's not colored in.
Contrast of colors is also quite nice. Rich and beautiful on their own, but not overpowering the scene.
Is that all? It doesn't feel right. I don't know why.
It's an excellent interpretation of someone else's work.
Excuse me? What do you mean it's all my work? That's what clients want. Brother, you know I don't like doing more work than I have to. Excuse me? Oh, I guess since it's my talent choice.
I'm not saying you should do more work, but suggesting that there should be more of yourself in the work.
I don't know if there was room for me here. That doesn't concern me. Will that make the process of creating another book of hours more fun?
It's inescapable. We all put ourselves into our work, whether we realize it or not. What does this painting represent?
It's November. In November, we show peasants leading the pigs into the forest to forage on acorns before the slaughter.
Andreas, the peasants here are no longer allowed to forage acorns in the forest. Many great lords and abbots across the empire have forbidden it, even Father Gernot.
What difference does it make? This is the way November is painted.
But it's not the way November is. Art is illusion, storytelling, but in their most sublime form, these images illuminate a path to truth.
Oh, that's fascinating. What, how the peasants would lead the pigs into the forest to pick on acorns before the slaughter? Yeah. I guess acorns made them taste good? It's most important to me that my clients are happy. They won't pay me for truth.
Yes, but with God's grace, this book of ours will outlive us all. What will it say to those who see it in the future generations? Centuries beyond our comprehension.
No, what's fascinating is how this game is depicting the naked oppression the peasantry faces at the hands of both king and church. Pierre is talking about us. Depicting the naked oppression. I did not follow along with that. I just got the, he wants whoever that's reading the book or seeing it want to understand it. Or is that what that means? Piero wants the books to be understandable. Oh, because people need images to oh, okay. Peasants aren't allowed to let their pigs graze in the forest as a part of enclosure. The systematic theft of natural resources from the working class. Oh. I thought it said just nobody was allowed. This was a huge sociological and economic phenomenon during this time, which led to the modern economic hierarchies under which we now suffer. But the economic hierarchy was already in place, though, wasn't it? If they were considered peasants.
Some will gaze deep into your lives and beg to seek a deeper meaning. What will they find? But you need not listen to my opinions. They are just the thoughts of one old monk. There is no place for the monastic scriptoria anymore. In truth, this room is a place out of time.
Does that make you sad? Why is that? Why has Kiros kept this up for so long?
I admit I am still fond of the old styles of lettering and illumination, but even in my youth I knew it could not last.
Yeah, this does take place after the printing press, doesn't it? 15 something? I thought printing presses was in the 1600s and was first in Asia. Or did printing press come in the 1400s? Either way, well, I guess we wouldn't be printing anyways, because since we're not exactly copying, we're remaking. 1436, earlier printing in Asia existed as far back as 19th century. Oh, never mind.
The creation of books, of art, is no longer the province of monasteries. So be it.
Seems a bit indifferent to monastery not being the only ones to make books and art now. So this indeed are the last decades of places like this. Where books and art is limited to the upper classes.
More people will be able to write. More will be able to read. And in so doing, be brought to truth.
Do you think there's a danger in anyone being able to write? Anyone being able to read anything? I think there'll always be a place for artists like you and Brother Adok. Of course they will. Missioners is commissioners will never go out of style. More like when cloistered monks stopped being the primary source of producing, copying books, manuscripts, and art. Literacy was no longer the realm for the clergy. Yeah, but they would still be the most skilled, especially most experienced in that style of writing. So for if a church needed books rewritten and all, or people needed a professional, a teacher, and brother guy. Oh.
It's kind of you to say so, Andreas. But you need not be concerned for me. I have lived a long life, and I am happy to have served the Lord. When he calls for me, I am ready.
Heh. 6 o'clock said sext. Dang, I didn't realize he was such a hunchback. Might as well be walking on all fours.
Oh, where has the time gone? It's already Thomas. Too much talk. I must ask forgiveness for not honoring the rule. Until later, Andreas.
Until later. That painting looks exactly the same. Oh. Hey, that's the thing I was trying to look at earlier. What?
What's going on in here?
Give me a sec to find out. Never mind, I can't find out. Okay.
Andreas, what was that noise?
Oh, I'm sorry, Sister Illuminata. I knocked a bowl of paint to the floor. But then Prior Farink came in, wrote in one of his books, slammed it closed, and left. He was in such a hurry, I don't think he even noticed me.
You're slamming books shut? Prior Farink should know better than that. Some of these manuscripts are quite delicate.
Be quiet, great hurry.
I think he is on the edge since Baron Rothvogel arrived early. Which is why books should not be taken out of the library unless it is necessary for divine reading or work in the scriptorium.
Are you still mad at me for borrowing the Chronica, Claire? Oh, that reminds me, there are a few more books I've been wanting to borrow. No.
No. Anger is not an appropriate response for a nun. But the fact remains that you tricked me into giving you that book for no valid reason.
I did not trick you. Not valid. It is not valid to want to see the work of one of the great Irish scribes. I had to use it for studies. Didn't I? Keep misreading that as Prior Finnick. Yeah. One who wrote masterworks that even now grace libraries at Cologne, Fulda, and Mons.
No, it is not. Not unless it pertains to your work, or the abbot permits it. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Hey, what's all this fuss about, Lorenz? Rothfogel? Why is Prior Ferenc so nervous?
Lorenz? I didn't know you were familiar enough with the name to use his Christian name. Anyway, I have dealt with him. Personally, the prior Father Abbot had. I only know that he has purchased a number of our most valuable manuscripts over the years. He paid enough to help the Abbey when we needed.
Like what? What did he buy?
I can't remember. You know, I have my own responsibilities to attend to. How about this, Andreas? If you help me recover some missing books, I'll tell you what I know about the Baron.
Of course, I'll help you any way I can. Well, I was hoping to work on my masterpiece, but I suppose I guess I can help you.
Thank you. It's for the good of Abbey.
Where shall I begin?
Out there where you're in your cohort of carelessly strewn books around the scriptorium. I will tell you what books I'm looking for. Find them, return them to me. The first books are 2 volumes of Aeneid. Reddish covers, 14 inches by 10 inches, 3 inches thick.
This book inches of Nuremberg. And this book inches of Nuremberg inches. They're among Pierre's, right? He keeps them by my desk.
They're not his books to keep.
Oh, they're right here. Easy enough. There's a fair amount of wear on these. I hope you don't mind. Oh. Sorry? So what they had sex by the pond, and then the woman burnt the other woman.
Those volumes were old, even when Pierre started to make the copies.
How long ago was that?
20 years. Yeah, no, it's not one of my favorite stories.
Aeneid! Oh, I had to read that for my college English class, but I forgot what it was about since I didn't even read it.
It's not one of my favorite stories, but I understand why it appeals to Pierre.
Why is she walking in the book?
Aeneas chooses his duty to the gods over his love Dido.
Do you think Aeneas' sense of duty appeals to Piero?
We'll have our vocations, Brother Pride. Takes this more seriously than most of the others in this abbey.
Really take your chosen vocation seriously.
Andreas, I didn't have a choice in my vocation. Few women do.
Well, surely it's not that dire. Is it really that bad? Let's have a thought. Is it really that bad as being a woman that limiting? She's exaggerating, it's fine. How would I know? True, she knows her life better than I do. Of course.
Appreciate that you can understand how limited our goals and our choices truly are.
Oh. Oh, she sees herself as the burning-hearted woman.
Even in stories we were made us to be rescued and wed. Cruel seducers and men are wizened crones. Like Dido, we are ordinary women are merely tools in tales of men. We can never be the protagonists of our own stories. A woman is exempt from that. But the Empress to a nun, it is our lot.
I suppose I understand now why you are not fond of the Aeneid.
It's fine poetry for men. Yeah, the books, if you please.
That's some quick, good knowledge there, Sister Illuminato.
Thank you. Next, wretched Gura. This is a printed copy. Green cover, diamond pattern.
I do not have the size of the ledger, but hopefully the description is enough. I know the ones you're talking about. Brother Adoc was reading it. Adoc. Must be that one. But can I not get that one? This game is cool. I know. It's so interesting how it goes through all these little tidbits of history. They put so much effort into getting the research down. The beauty of this book truly belies its ridiculous content. I'm surprised the Abbey owns a copy.
I don't. It belongs to Amada Roscoe
Of Lugana.
It's a Venetian edition that's quite valuable. They loaned it to us 5 years ago. It was subsequently lost, and the abbot has received 3 letters about it.
I've certainly seen the brothers enjoying it.
Book is not appropriate reading for Benedictine monks. Baby is sold to pirates, raised as a servant, then lives a life of adventure wooing princesses, and fighting in tournaments.
You forgot the best part, and the young Gurin learns he has royal blood, the son of a duke. He reigns as king and dies a pious hermit. What's not to love?
Benedictine should be dreaming of reconciliation with our Lord, not lusty adventures.
What's the harm? I suppose you're right, it's very suited for knaves like me.
It's not my place to reprimand anyone for reading stories. Least of all you, Andreas. Still, we must be on our guard. Fantasy leads to temptation. Temptation has led to the downfall of many men and women.
Sometimes, yes, but books like this, it's all the same type of fantasy, isn't it?
Die better than we are born.
What's the problem with that? Why shouldn't a peasant dream of being a king?
There is neither Jew nor Greek, neither slave nor free, neither male nor female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus.
Maybe one in Christ, but we are not equal in this world.
It isn't this world you should be concerned with, Andreas.
Dang, Sister Illuminata spitting facts of Christ!
The book on Chase. We must return it. Or would you like the abbot to receive a 4th letter?
I hate to see the brothers disappointed, but I understand. It is easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God. Oh! That is a good verse in the Bible, but I don't know what verse it is. I think it's in Proverbs, if I have to take a guess. Mark. Dang. It is such a good quote. Easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God. I'll make sure that is my other favorite verse, Ezekiel 23:20. I don't know what that is. It's Mark 10:25. For those that think that saying a rich man cannot enter into heaven easily, it's not saying that specifically. It's saying how being rich easily corrupts you over into greed and all that bad sins, and especially if you try to get rich by sinning. Basically, it's harder to be humble when you're rich like that. So, everything comes with a price. You gotta know your limits.
It's not my goal to deprive the brothers of their joy, but to return Amada Roscoe's property. The book, please.
What if I decide not to give it to her? Can I run off with the book and not give it to her? See you later! No, I gotta do it. Okay. It's pretty explicit about how rich people need to unload their possessions. But I see a lot of Christians lately try to reverse it so they can have money and justify exploitation of the poor. And that's been happening since the church. What? I've not seen that in today, though. Christians trying to revise it so they can have money and just exploitation of the poor. They are not Christians. The Bible wants you to donate it. It wants it to be a choice. Or else it's not really donating. And it's just being a good Samaritan. You can get a bigger ring, crown in heaven. You never seen Televangelist? I don't even know what that is, so no. There's only one book left.
Then you'll be freed from bondage. A dark red cover, 8 inches high, 5 inches across, 2 inches thick.
Alright, I think this brother guy was reading. Now, what was brother guy reading, huh?
Now that I think about it,
Guy has always been guarded about this book, like he was hiding it. Well, now I gotta know.
very good, please bring it here.
What is this anyway? Huh? Maybe I should have learned French at some point. What is this?
Why are you asking so many questions? Just give it to me.
Why won't you tell me what this book is? I haven't asked so many questions. I've asked one question twice and you haven't answered me.
I have good reason not to answer you.
Wait.
3 French bishops condemned the book. All copies were to be burned.
So why do you have it?
Its authors shared the same fate.
That's why.
I don't know, Andreas. It isn't my place to question the judgment of one bishop, much less 3. And before you ask, no, I haven't read it. But I know it contains a dialogue between love and reasoning.
So the book is dangerous? When did the bishop condemn it? Oh.
200 years ago.
Woo! What? Why is it still here?
Because Father Matthias loved books. All books. He didn't want to see it destroyed.
Sounds reckless, and he was right to do so. Books shouldn't be destroyed, even if their content is questionable. Yeah.
The Holy Church does not share your opinion. It is their law. You must contend with it, not your emotions.
Church was wrong. Oh boy. Well, if you're gonna raise your voice at me, I might as well do it too.
I'm not going to debate this with you, Andreas. And Father Matthias is gone. It's not my place to question the former abbot's decisions, But when Father Gernot learned it was in our possession, he wanted it destroyed.
How did Father Gernot even know the book was here? Was the book destroyed? No one even knows that it's here. Well, I'd please give it to you if all you want to do is destroy it.
Mother Cecilia made a note of it in the room tour when she was in the library.
Well, I ain't gonna give it to you. I'm keeping it.
What? Why not? What are you going to do with it?
I'm sure I'll hide it, keep it safe, read it, and become a French heretic. Oh. Oh man, no, I mean, I just want to read it. All books should be read. It's good to boost your knowledge. Read it and become a French heretic. Hell yes. Alright, fine, I'll do it.
That's not funny. I'm serious. Give me that book, or our deal is forfeit. I won't tell you anything about Baron Rothvogel.
Consider the sound theological reasons for allowing this book to exist. I love a rebel. Well, everybody loves a rebel. I appeal to your duty as a librarian of this abbey to not destroy this book. I propose a compromise. We'll take the book from the abbey. We'll take the book far from the abbey, far away. I appeal to your duty as a librarian of this abbey to not destroy. Well, states don't like rebels much. That is true. Neither do stormtroopers. I think this one's gonna get to her because she's very duty orientated. Let's try this.
My duties to God, and to the vows I made, to the rule.
Ain't nowhere in the Bible did it say to destroy some books. But what about the librarian's rule, the rule to protect books? Suede Illuminata. Expressed admiration for the Irish scribe Marianus. Hold on. Expressed admiration. Oh, so these are bonuses because of what I've said. Offered to help Illuminata enthusiastically. Books shouldn't be destroyed. Yelled that the church was wrong to condemn the. She yelled at me more than on one occasion. This bitch. Okay, fine. What? I didn't even see a choice to pick. What? I didn't see a choice. What are you talking about? I propose a compromise. I would take the book from the abbey far away. Consider the theological reasoning. Okay. What if I take it far from the abbey? You like that one, right? It'll be gone by the time Father Gernot asks about it. And if you like, you can say I stole it. I doubt he'll make a fuss about me stealing a book he wanted destroyed.
I don't like this, Andre. It feels wrong in my heart.
Well, you're not.
I didn't say to tell her to lie. She is a nun.
I swear I'll take it far away. It's been out here for years, and besides, how could you have stopped me? It's true. That was a good one. Logician brought background, offered to help Illuminata enthusiastically. Yeah, we got her this time.
I'm trusting you in this, Andreas. Against my better judgment. Don't make me regret this.
Choices matter. Yeah, I love Choices Matter games. They're so interesting. Can I read this book now? Fine. That was a good one, Luminata.
Now then, Baron Rothvogel. Quickly, though. I need to finish up here soon.
You said that he buys books from the Abbey? What kinds? How long has he been visiting the Abbey? He seemed unusually friendly with me. I don't understand, honestly. I mentioned finding a copy of Historia Tassai. He said it had some scandalous details. She may only have time to answer one question, so I should choose carefully. Oh. Okay. Usually friendly. What about buyers from the Abbey? What kinds? Ooh, who is this guy? Is this the guy that wanted to talk to me that I'm working for? How long has he been visiting the Abbey? He seemed unusually friendly. I don't understand, honestly. It has to be him. He's the only one that's been friendly to me, besides the nuns. I mentioned finding a copy of Historia Tassi. He said it had some scandalous details on why, how it was, what kind of bugs it's so much friendly to understand, honestly. I don't know, what kind of books does he buy, huh? Why, are you aiming to get the Baron as a patron someday? I'm not sure. I suppose it's just curious. There's no shortage of books in ours in the big city. It's why patronize an outdated abbey and its dying scriptorium? Yes. Our library has managed to retain a curious selection of books, in large part thanks to the permissiveness of our abbots and librarians. The Baron has a particular interest in books on magic and other occult topics. Okay. It's a bit worrisome. As does our prior, though I suspect the Baron's interest may be more experimental than academic. Baron has been on edge since he heard that Baron had arrived. Could that be why? I can't know the prior's mind, but he supervises the scriptorium and knows which books and library are passages that might interest the Baron. Wealthy patrons like the Baron keep his abbey running. The abbot still hasn't managed to figure out how we'll survive the closing of the scriptorium. Wait, when is the scriptorium closing? Is the abbey in trouble? First saw as an old abbey, Andreas, and sometimes when I wonder if we have outlived our purpose here. What do you mean? Double monastery, with men on one side, women on the other. They were banned years ago, and somehow we're still here. And Scriptorium, this old library, built on the ruin of an old keep. The keep built on the ruin of a Roman fortress. This abbey once held 53 monks and 45 nuns. It's hard to imagine that now. Sometimes I wonder if we were meant to change and we just forgot to. Anyway. Well, I must be off, Tomas. Thank you again for your help, Andre. Smile devishly. Okay. I suppose you'll be leaving VIA the crypt. Why would I be smiling devilishly? Isn't this? I don't know why you were poking around down there like a grave robber. But that entrance isn't for you. One of the lords of the old keep must have had it built to escape in times of siege. It allows the sisters to access the library without distracting the brothers. Please do not abuse this knowledge. Of course not, sister. Maybe I could have used it a little. No, I'm a good boy. Of course not, sister. Unless you want me to.
Thank you again. I appreciate your discretion. Good day, Andreas. God be with you.
Sixth. Sixth. That's the bell for sixth. The brothers will be sitting down for dinner soon. Ah, good old sixth. Let's see if Otto is around and still wants to eat with me. Who's Otto? What? What? Was that Otto? Oh, that's me. Kittens! They really don't look ugly. They look just normal. Well, those... those don't look so normal. It's supposed to be a Chihuahua. That radish has a face. It has a noble face on it. Okay, close. I think he's working by the guest house below the abbey. That's at the front here, I believe. Stuff. Church isn't. Hey, would they be acting in the refectory now? Hello. Can't give you help. Piero. Why are they sitting up there? Are you supposed to be sitting up there? Ferenc and Gernot. What makes you think you're able to sit up there, huh? I really The brothers eat their meals. This is where the lector reads this meal. There you go. Okay. Do you have anything important for me here? No. All right. See ya. Alright, let's see. Lower Abbey. Hello? Horses? My team.
Anyway, Andreas, can't you see I'm busy?
Forgot how to do my Irish accent. Not really. What are you doing? I thought we could have a pleasant conversation for once. What are you doing?
Mind your own business.
Fine, you're right. It doesn't concern me. I'm only curious, and curiosity is a virtue. You're a scoundrel, always up to no good. I'm keeping an eye on you.
You're nothing but a snoop and a windbag. Piss off. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Looks like you're snooping in on the guest house there. Who's inside? Ah. The callus. Not doing anything funny in here, are you? There's not a hole through that wall, is there? Full of glory. Nice. What are you guys?
Good day, Master Marlowe. Ah, Andres, good to see you. I trust Clara gave you my message.
Afternoon, Andres. Otto, Clara did give me your message. Sorry I missed you this morning. I was still asleep when you came by.
Ah, but the abbot really lets you get away with anything, doesn't it? Doesn't he?
Leave them to hungry. Let's pray.
Bless us, O Lord. These and these your gifts which we're about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Another morning treat you. I had a bad morning. Barely got anything done. Like next week. Not too bad, thanks.
It hurts my damned hand splitting timber to replace a bad beam in the abbot's house.
Select food item to eat. Sheep's milk cheese, rye bread, or almonds. This actually sounds good. I think I'll have some almonds first.
It's not that bad of an entree. Just galls me that the abbot bleeds us dry and we're expected to work here when it suits him.
Rye bread. Oh, it's not all that bad. I'll get a lot of work from the abbey. Casting pilgrim badges isn't real smithing, but I don't mind. And sheep's milk.
I saw you walking with the Baron Rothwell in the middle on your way up here. What's all that about?
He's here to check on a commission. I understand he was friendly with Father Matthias. I think he may be here to pressure Brother Piero to finish that manuscript he's working on. As far as I can tell, he's come to terrorize the people. Okay.
Was, though, Father Matthias had some misgivings about the Baron.
What kind of misgivings? It doesn't seem like he has any unserious ones.
That he fools around with young women here. He's married, of course.
You wonder if the order of food eating is a choice which matters. I was wondering that too, but it didn't seem so. I think it's just interaction to have in the game. Although that's only gossip, and it isn't Christian to spread rumors like that.
It's not gossip that he's beat up the farmer a few years back. Old Rannick, may he rest in peace.
Well, I wasn't there, so I don't know. But if he didn't, that, yes, it speaks poorly of his character. We had a long conversation on our way up here, but he didn't mention anything about that. Beat someone? That isn't the sort of thing he would do. It's not my affair. Not my affair. I can't speak to it.
I wasn't there either, but I do know it happened.
We had a long conversation on our way up here, but he didn't mention anything about that.
What did you talk about then? I mean, no offense. What does a normal man have in common with an artist?
He talked to me about my work. He's fascinated by both art and books. Martin Luther, my time at university, a variety of other things. Quite well educated. He could sense my inherent moral quality, Otto.
Sure. I imagine you have a lot of time for you and don't have to worry where your next meal is going to come from.
Bitterness and envy are not good for our Christian souls, Otto.
It's not envy, Andres. No one should get away with what he does. What this Abby does. No offense to you, Andre. I just don't have any problem with the books the Abby makes.
I mean, I never did learn to read, but if people aren't paying the abbey to make them, it doesn't bother me. No, I understand. I see why people resent the abbot's rule. He's a harsh lord. I think you're being unfair. The abbey does tassing a lot of good, more than you realize. I don't think so. Oh, did you see that bald sheep escape the grazing field? No, but I am surprised. Martin was supposed to fix that fence, and he probably did a bad job at it. He's always in a foul mood, and he could be the laziest soul in tassing. He can't even hold a hammer properly. Married and a father at such a young age, and barely lifts a finger for his wife or child. On top of that, he's a damn thief. Before you say it, Andrews, that's more than just gossip. Look at him, over by the guest house. He's probably figuring out what he can steal with that least amount of effort. He's a born shaker, sure enough. I know one when I see one. Especially when you look in a mirror. You know, the bar on the sheep. The ooze of sure the woman will be spinning it soon, Otto. I got it, Andrews. No need to tease. What God wants to happen will happen. Looks like a storm's coming. We should probably get back to it. Right, I'll catch up in a moment, Andrews. Oh, Andrews, say hello to Eva for me if you get a chance. Eva, huh? Well chosen, Otto. Atreus, just don't. Just tell her hello for me and keep out of it. No one involved me in your courtship. I didn't ask to be your messenger. Of course. I should return to work in scriptorial. Until later. Time to get back to work. You're still here? Jeez, man. That sounds from the game triggered that. Share shine is blah 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 blah. Were you here before? I don't think you were. Hello there, Master Marlowe. Hello, Till. Have you ever seen a night view? Don't get sights like this cities, I expect. I can't say that number against me with Roman ruins now. I could do without the mud on my shoe, but the aqueduct does make a nice silhouette. Oh yes, the old Roman ruins. Tossing is full of them. Quite the marvelous, are they? I don't pay much mind go to writing on them, as I can't read Latin myself, but you might enjoy giving them a look. If you do, you'll have to tell me if they match the old legends I read about. What sort of legends? Well, when Father Matthias was an abbot, he would let me borrow books from the abbey's library. I think I read through half of that library before Father Gerdot became abbot. He and Father Thomas are strict about which books should be read now. Books should glorify God, they say, not discuss the old pagan ways. Still, the accounts of the Romans and tossing are my favorite. That old book talked about the Roman knights Gars, Batallus, Defidia, Ridi, I think it was. Heavy snowfall had caught in this very valley. Barbarians all on sides, when Mars sent a wolf to the night. Instead of killing the beast,
Gaius followed it to a magical spring the trees covered all sorts of fruit. Mars provided the wolf in the spring, and Gaius Metellus founded tossing after defeating the barbarians to honor Mars. That's where all this came from. I'm surprised that Kherson has any record of tossing before St. Moritz arrived. Limited to German at that. It might be all fable, but I enjoy the story all the same. It's nice to feel you're connected to those who come before you, even if it's only by the land you live on. Wise words. I feel the same. I'd rather look forward to new opportunities, but I do see the value in looking back. Which is so, I suppose. It's been good chatting with you, Master Mallow, but I better get back to work. Let me know if you find particularly good books in the library, alright? I will. Until later, Till. Across one of the wildflowers have been blooming this early in spring. This altitude. So it must be high up. Why am I outside? They're about to get raided? What is going on here? Hello, Andreas. Hello, Carl. You seem busier than usual today. I'm behind in my work. I went up to the shrine of St. Moritz this morning to pray for his aid. This candle I lit had all but burned away. I was there so long, now I need to catch up. Do you go to the shrine very often? Yeah, St. Moritz is impressive. If I'm never in the church that long, I must have fallen asleep. It's impressive. Well, truth be told, I only started to go into shrine more often when Helena became pregnant. Mother had trouble in childbirth, so I've been paying visits to Moritz and Satya's shrine to pray for their aid. I hope the saints hear your prayers. You should be better off preparing for the child than praying. The saints will hear you. Let them hear your prayers. Thank you, Andreas. So do I. Bless you, Andreas. Hello, Brother Matthias. What are you doing out here? I thought you were aware that in addition to my role as Caseo Sacres, I tend to the shrine of St. Moritz. He is the patron last tasking and cures of both, so it's my duty to ensure his reliquary is well cared for. The shrine is always beautifully kept whenever I visit. Honestly, inspired. The martyrdom of St. Moritz provides inspiration to us all. You're familiar with the life of St. Moritz, are you not? It's always my best way to have a moment to learn about St. Moritz. I'm afraid I don't make a habit of learning about every saint I come across. You ought to learn something about Tassin's patron saint while you're here. By all means. Saint Moritz is most widely known for his martyrdom at the hands of the Romans. He protected a town of Christians from slaughter. In turn, he and his legion were decimated. What do you mean, his legion? You know he was a Roman soldier? Yes, he was a Roman citizen and led a legion made up entirely of Christians into Bavaria. When he refused to kill the Christians, even though they were traitors to Rome, the emperor had his legion massacred. Most of the pilgrims who visited come knowing only this, if anything, about his life. However, Tassin venerates St. Moritz because he was the one to convert the town and save it from destruction. Yes, I've been hearing about some of the pagan history in town.
There are some in Tassing who still cling to the pagan traditions. Yes, God save them. St. Moritz and his legion were snowed into this pass, and the pagan townsfolk refused to aid them. The daughter of the town's leader, Satya, was moved in spirit and snuck from the town to convert. She led Moritz to a spring, and as soon as she was baptized, the snow melted, revealing all manner of fruit. Moritz and his legion were saved by these miraculous gifts. The town was converted, and the rebels fled into the mountains. When is Satya? So how did Moritz and Hand end up in Tassing? That's all good for a fish. How does Hand end up in Tassing? Roman soldiers dismembered St. Moritz for fear he would resurrect like Christ. The Christians of the town fled with his body so it would not be further desecrated, and his hands were preserved here. An outstanding story. Thank you for the history lesson, brother, my friend. You're welcome, Master Mara. God bless you. Until later, brother. I wonder if anybody's in the infirmary. Oh, just you. Is that something new? No, that's not new. Oh, there's a leak in the stones. I don't even want to know how that happens. Oh, hello, hello. Or not. Dang, they clean up well. Might be a bit lost, to be honest. Just give me a minute. That wasn't the courtyard. No, not where? Up there. The refinement. Iron reflector. No. Oh boy. Maybe it's in the church. Crypt, tower, dormitory, old Bale. Bale? Ah, here we go. There's one to the church and one to the dormitory. There's a dormitory into the church. Oyster. Oh, I just had to go there. Whoopsies. Hey, I found it. You know how when you're getting overlooked by the teacher or somebody when you're drawing and all of a sudden you do really bad? Brother Adok, this work I don't know where to start.
Inconsistent spacing, rough strokes. You're working like you want to see this place closed.
Brother Piero, I am working to the best of my abilities, and I dispute your criticism. I may not be fast, but I still have my talent. Praise to be God.
Brother Pie, why are you still on this page? What's wrong with you? Normally you're so reliable.
Many apologies, Prior. I will work harder.
Piero, I can't believe this. Baron Rothvogel has come to check on his progress, and this is all you have? You should have finished this months ago. Is your mind so corrupted by age that you didn't even notice the seasons have changed? Oh, you're not the one who will have to answer for it, so why should you care? Typical.
This is Prior Finnick, but I believe your point is made.
Andreas, I'll remind you that I am the master of this scriptorium, and you are a guest here.
I agree, Brother Prior. Brother Piero's work is unacceptably low. So,
You are insufferable, guy. Oh, God, give me that patience to endure this life.
Please, everyone. This is my work. I accept responsibility for it. Pi Finnick is right. Pi Finnick. Is this mine? It must be, yes. It is, my lord. I can express. No, I don't want excuses. I've come all this way and I have to be honest. I expected more. It's nowhere near finished, and the style is, well, it's very old-fashioned. I thought I made my desires clear. I feel like my generosity toward Curacao is being taken advantage of. Am I the fool in this sad story?
I know. Of course not, my lord. Now can we fix this? Of course. Of course. We only want to accommodate you.
oh, Andreas, good to see you again. My lord, how should I respond to this? It seems annoying. It's not. Don't irritate you. Symmetrism as my lord would be opposed. Greet him with his Christian name. You are brother and comrades in art. I don't know what his choices are. Seems like that would be appropriate. Especially without being overly familiar. Oh, good. Why not have Andres complete the rest of illustrations? He's clearly capable.
My lord, why not have Brother Guy complete it with his pieces? Your concept.
No, I'm talking about the script, that's fine. But the art, the illustrations. I want Andres to do the others.
Of course. I mean, if Andres is alright with it.
Takes the pressure off of Brother Piero. I'd be delighted to complete the work. Well, I'm trying to finish my masterpiece at the moment. Sure, then I can get a raise and a better salary. There we had. I hope this all I Oh, oof. This allays your concern, my lord. Excellent. By the way, Father, am I still welcome at your table for supper? Naturally, my lord. Wonderful. I'd like Andreas to join us. My lord, I've already made supper plans with the Drucker family in town. Huh? Is that rude to say? Nope. I gotta be a good boy. Nonsense. You can eat them any day. I'm in only here for the evening. Well, Father? Well, that would be quite unusual. Unusual or not, I doubt that my good friend, the Prince Bishop, would deny additional guests at his table. What do you think? I understand. You're right, of course. Andreas might join us for supper. I look forward to it. Uh-oh, I'm about to get bitch slapped. You had this planned. You must have put your hook in the Baron this morning when you ambushed him in town. Go to hell. Why are you mad at me? I'm trying to help. That's beyond ridiculous. Listen, seriously. Why are you mad at me? I'm trying to help.
Brother Priya, Andres is not to blame for any of this. I am.
Yes, you are. You've embarrassed me, the abbot, and the abbey. Prior Finnick is right, of course. I wonder we don't get more commissions. You would get more commissions if you draw more foxes, but okay. Can you stop flattering the prior for 1 minute? If anyone's embarrassment here, it's you, Finrick. You're so insincere and you're so always about it, guy. Say nothing. I don't think that's gonna... I'm just gonna say nothing. Brothers! If you please, Sister Edna, and I would prefer if you could keep the noise down. It sounds like Samson slaying the Philistines in here. Of course. Of course. Draw some fox fanboys and just rake in all the Venetian dough. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, paper. Get the furry fandom started centuries before its time. Millenniums. Back to work, everyone. That was not wonderful. There's nothing to be done about it now. I'll finish my work here and wash up in the lavatorium for supper at the abbot's table. Eat. Supper at the abbot's table. Oh, I can look at the book now. I wonder what Prior Finnick was doing with this book. Looks like there's words here. The library of the University of Five Churches. The Hungarians call it PEX. That's where Ferenc is from. Doctor of Theology, Georg of Gran. Friend of his? Did he steal it? No idea what this says. The Speculum Astronomer Albertus Magnus Defense of Astrology. That's sloppy bookhand. Could have been produced by an audio note. We are not recently. What the world is going on here? Stir French said running between the lines and margins. I'm between the text and the yes. This looks like scribbled. Not like fair to be so sloppy. He didn't even need block the ink dry. Liberal Capricorn areas, all the trellis and what's written below. Greek to be sure of Scopus. Doesn't make any sense. That's not even a word, just a jumble of letters. This must be some kind of cipher. What's the key? Wait, the Volville found also has the Greek letters on it. It must be connected, but how? The outer ring of the Volville is marked with alchemical symbols. This cipher has astrological symbols. Wait, of course. Each astrological symbol is associated with one of the 4 elements. I just need to make those associations on the Volvelle and should resolve this cipher. Wow, aren't I a smart nature astrologist, Wolf Boy? Not home, is he? Great, I'm gonna steal this real quick. I'll give it back. Now that I know the connection between, oh no, what puzzle, between the astrological symbols of the cipher and the elemental symbols of the Volvelle. Fenric's note should be easy to decipher. Oh, don't say it should be easy. I already know it's not. What is going on here? So I have to have this one. I think. H. What is it, that symbol? H, I, and blue, arrow, water, or I guess wind because it's Aaron. Earth. Earth again. And then water. Hegerhard. Wolf boy. Who needs boys when you have a wolf boys? Yeah, wolf boys. Best boys. And so fluffy. So cute. I like the wolf boys. From the itty bitty boys to the big boys. To the soft boys. To the chubby boys. I like them all. I can be. Wolf. Gerhard. As in the late brother of Gerhard? Yes, yes, it can't be a coincidence. Higerhard. Brother Gerhard died sometime last year. How does this connect to him? An anagram is Gerhard's name. Did he use his name for an abbreviation? Why his name? I don't think his name is an abbreviation. Why Higerhard? Could be Greek. Never heard of an Italian or Spanish name. Ridiculous. I think. Anagram. Harry hardier. Where's the G go? I'm sure Arak would know. There are 7,560 different combinations to try. I don't have the time to solve it through brute force. What do you think? Do you use his name for an abbreviation? A lot of letters for an abbreviation. I know, that's why I didn't think of it. A cipher inside of a cipher? Perhaps. It is. I am not equipped with the key to solve it, so I must proceed with the other option. What do you think? It may its abbreviation and a name. Gerhard is the name. What is HR? Hand Ignato? Oh, Hink. Le Larkamai? Oh my god. It's so much simpler. Hick Ake. Here lies. Here lies Gerhard. What's the significance? I suppose I should find where Gerhard is buried. The emissary seems like a good place to start. Huh. What am I doing now? Okay. Give me some of the food for dinner. I should see if you're on that hour. I was working really happy between the guest house. Okay, so I got food. Let's see if Otto and Andres around lunch is done. It was nice. I should have thought about it. So I'm going to head back to this corner. Where almost about the house. I can't. I should shut that auditorium. I have clothes here, and I join the bars of the factory place and beyond and around. Yeah, she events brother Mafia. Okay. Well, if I want to go, where's the cemetery? Let's go to the cemetery. Should be fun. Sacristy? I couldn't go in here before. There's a child's pattern of prepare almost everything needed for a mess other than the host. And where the funds of the abbey are stored, the sacristy is also the treasure. MRIs hold all of the vestments Father Grandma and Brother Matthias used during Mass. Could have just taken that money and run for it. What? Can I go in there? Let's remember this. Yes, I guess so. Yeah, we'll go in this. Okay. I might be lost again. Nope, there's a cemetery. Okay. I'm into the founder of the abbey. It's a fairly recent found return of the descendants. Is this where he is? Come on. There we go. Derek cipher pointed here, but I don't see anything out of the ordinary. That's it? That's all I gotta say? Alright, let's get on with... No, that's scriptorium. I didn't need to go here. I need to go wash up. Take a bubble bath. That's what people do, right? Take bubble baths at church. The lavatory. Oh, hello.
Andreas, I'm so glad you'll be joining us for supper. Though the circumstances are unusual, to be sure. I won't be able to speak with you. None of the brothers will. But it'll be good to have you with us.
It's a shame. I always enjoy our talks.
Now, the same doesn't apply to you at the abbot's table. You can talk all you like. Though I wouldn't recommend it. Father Abbot does not like kindly on idle chatter.
I don't need to fool myself. These men are far from my station. I wish you could take my place, Brother Piero. You deserve the honor. Oh, anyway, I'm sorry for how the prior treated you. It's not fair. It's humiliating. Oh, that's Piero. I thought it was the hunchback. Whoops.
Oh, no, my son. There's no need to worry about me or my pride. And we all need a taste of humility from time to time to keep our feet on this earth.
Is there a cell phone near the path between the headset and the receiver? Or other wireless devices so those can also interfere? It just occurs to me that the mic wasn't crackling for hours until now. No, it's all been the same still. I wouldn't say there's a phone in the path, but to the side I can try pushing it out more. My computer's in front, but I don't think I would say it got moved. I can move that to the side. That's gonna be as good as it can get. Hopefully it'll stop crackling now. Remember I used to do Discord calls with people who had phones near their mics and I'd hear the signal.
No, Andreas, you are my pride. I cannot claim to have taught you much, but I am proud to have known you and your work.
It took years before I finally realized what the noise was. It was the same across multiple different people. Oh, I don't think I've ever heard people do that on Discord.
Leave us all at Kirsan Abbey behind. You can call upon your friend Lawrence, the Baron Rafael, to help you in your career.
He's wrong, you know. Parents is wrong about you being slow. There's nothing wrong with your style. It's not old just because an old man says so. It's not old.
Don't trouble yourself over it. Time passes for all of us. Things change. The future will write over the present. You need not fear at any of it, so long as you remain true to yourself and God. I must hurry to the refectory to join my brothers. I will see you inside.
Is it still crackling? Having interference? Crackle, crackle, crackle. Jesus, place is packed. It's still there? It got really loud, but it's clearing up. Oh, it's annoying.
Andreas, glad you could join us.
Lord. Father Gernot, Father Thomas, Prior Finner. Still don't think it is a good decision to eat as if we're at the supper table. Simon Peter answered, "You are Messiah, the Son of the living God." Oh, the Gospel of Matthew. Wonderful. Jesus replied, "Blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah, for this was not revealed to you but by flesh and blood, but by my Father in heaven. And I tell you that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades will not overcome it." Have you read nothing much, Andre? No, not really. Nod head. Shake head. Some, yes. I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you lose on earth will be lost in you will be loosed in heaven. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. Whatever you lose on earth will be loosed in heaven. And he ordered his disciples not to tell anyone that he was the Messiah. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. That reminds me, Father Gernot. Have you read anything by Martin Luther? Can't say I have that. He has some incredible ideas about the church. Brilliant, I think. Oh. Uh-oh. They didn't like that. My lord, this is meal to your liking? I believe I remember you enjoying our quail on your last visit. They are not happy at something. Quail? My God, Father Abbot. The quail's fine, but don't you think Luther's idea are worth discussing? He's talking about the future of the church, shaking things up in a way I don't think we've seen before. Father Thomas, you see value in his ideas, do you not? My lord, I mean no offense, but I do not. Father Matthias, yes? How appropriate. What are your thoughts on Luther's attacks on the church sales of indulgences? Him, please do not involve the other brothers in this conversation. Fine, fine. What about Andreas? Just had to put me into this. I knew it was coming. Certainly a man who attended the same university as Martin Luther can spare some thoughts on his work. Why not? He's really put me in a difficult position. Why not join in the debate? It may bring everyone closer to the understanding of truth. I need to be quiet. I don't know what else to have with him. If I can't handle a little criticism, he isn't fit to set up a fancy table. Doesn't that character look a bit like Socrates? Or who is it that I think it's Socrates. He was a philosopher, but not an educated one. He was just a hobo living on the streets. Remember, he developed. I think he's the educated part of your mind. Well, I know that he seems more like the the philosopher of my mind. While this jester is a jester, and then the angel saint is Saint Marie. There's something for the Christian side, but I think this picture, it looks like it's supposed to be Socrates or whoever it was that I was thinking about. where he would question everyone, why this, why that, trying to find the smartest, the wisest person, something like that. I don't think that dialogue choice represents rationality, but merely education/intellectualism. Yeah. It may also represent intellectual conflict. Oh, it's gonna kill me not to know the name of the guy. Give me 1 second. Socrates. I know. Oh man, come on. Plato, Aristotle. Oh, it's not Aristotle. Plato doesn't sound right though. What was up to the next? I should lick his boots and comments. I wrote down option culture, education. Socrates. I thought I'm looking at Plato now, but these questions. Socrates. It was Socrates. The Socratic questionnaire. Or Socratic questioning. That's what it was called. Was he the one that... Yeah. I believe he was put to death too for now he's questioning. Yeah, why not? Enjoy the debate. Zala will be furious with me, that's why. Now, where should we start? Oh, debate! Excellent. Why not start with the 95 thesis? Enough! Andreas, you should know better. Lord Rathvogel, you are our guest, and held in high esteem, but you have worn out my patience. You will not be discussing Luther's work with Andreas, Thomas, Matthew, or with any other brother. Is that clear? I suppose, Father. It is your advent. But you're taking too much offense at this, and you're far too afraid of change. Whether it's from Luther or someone else, reform is coming to the church. You had better accept it. Yeah, I had a feeling that was the wrong thing to say. The educated mind is often wrong. It is. The educated mind is not often wrong. It is often right. And it's other people that view it wrong, but that does not mean it's wrong. If anything, that means it's right if other people view it so angrily. What? Neither you nor Martin Luther dictate change to the Holy Church on their whim. This talk is beyond insulting. It's blasphemous, outrageous. How dare you? Why, see, I've overstepped my bounds, and I suppose I have ruined everyone's supper. My apologies. In spite of this unpleasantness, I will make good on my manuscript payment and the donation of my copy of Historia Tassai. If you cannot accept with what the future will bring, perhaps it's time for you to come to terms with your past. Well, no need to overstay my welcome. Fathers, brothers, Andreas, good night. Hey, Andreas, why did you engage him? I expect better of you. Now then, I must ask you to leave so I can speak to the brothers in chapter privately. Brother Piero, please accompany Andreas out. I will take my leave as well. Good night.
Don't worry about Father Not in the Baron. I'm sure it will all be fine by morning. I hope Father Albert can see that the Baron's heart is in the right place, even if he picked the wrong time to express himself.
That seems unlikely. I think the Baron should apologize if he wants to be forgiven.
Think of nothing, Andreas. Our forgiveness should come like God's love, freely, without condition. In any case, I do hope the Baron respects the Abbot's wishes for the rest of his stay, for everyone's sake.
Brother Piero, what do you think of Martin Luther's ideas?
Ha! That is for younger and wiser men than me to decide. I am just a monk. Thank God. Good night, my son.
Top line. I should get some sleep. How do I... Well, hey, at least that other guy's gone. There's the lamp still burning in the guest house. The winds must still be awake. I wonder how he's doing. What's he thinking? He's a baron, but he couldn't have expected that to go well. The storm doesn't end up anytime soon. It's a poor night for stargazing. I should get back to Gertner's. Is he gonna be dead in the morning? He's gonna be dead in the morning. Oh boy. That's not good. He is dead. It's gonna be blamed on me. Huh? Oh.
Gah!
Are you right, Mr. Mallard? Did you see that? The aqueduct? The ghost?
Yes?
There must be a better explanation than that.
Well, I'm not here to tell you what you saw. It wouldn't be the first time people have seen ghosts around these parts.
Interesting.
Well, I think I found Jones' last lost sheep. I'm going to head home. Take care, Master Mallard.
Me too. Good night. I think he was the first one not to repeat whatever it's called. What do they always say? Until next time. He's the first one that did not repeat that. I am so glad. can go up. What dog? Pet Stob. Pet Stob. Oh, it's a good dog. I guess it is. It's a good dog. I was trying to wonder who was in the others. Back to the middle. Must be a nice aqueduct. Now I can't get to the aqueduct, so what's one of those? Truckers.
Ah! No! Pale horse still on the floor. Martins, the pale horse, death.
Sister, listen to my voice. Do you hear me? Do you hear me?
Yes, Father, I hear. Am I here? Is this now?
Yes, you are with us, and this is now. I apologize, Andreas. I imagine that must have been quite a long. She alright? She is, yes. Sister Amelia is a mystic, gifted with visions which God sees fit to everyone. Some are frightening than others. What is she doing here? Does she live in a church? She lives there, yes. I'm a little surprised you haven't noticed her before. If you came to Mass more often, you would see that I give her communion through a window to her cell. Her cell? She is an Anchoress, a religious hermit so devoted to God that she has enclosed herself in a cell next to the church. She is dead to the world, but continues a life of prayer and religious contemplation. And sometimes, ever so rarely, she receives great and terrible visions. Is she local to Tassin, or was she a nun at Pearson? Ireland. She came here from Benedictine Abbey in Lower Bavaria after it went down. I am her confessor and caretaker. Many Anchoresses are not illiterate. I write down her visions to help her interpret them. I thought all of the monks and nuns at Kherson could read, even poor brother Volkebert.
Thank you, Father Thomas. I must rest now.
Of course, sister. Sounds like she's in a great deal of pain. Here, she feels a pain that is both physical and spiritual. Her spiritual pain comes from her revelations. They come and go. I try to address them as best I can. The physical pain comes from the deformity in her spine and aching in her joints. I know of no cure for that save prayer to the Almighty. Somebody was saying she had vision of death. Could someone be in danger? You mean like the Baron that had a suspicious lamp light on that I said is gonna be murdered? Huh. Oh, no, don't rush to judgment. Her visions are divine and powerful, but they could have many meanings. Some of her revelations take years to comprehend. Some may never be understood at all. At God wills it. The Armenian at dinner was quite troubling. Perhaps it has cast a shadow over her thoughts. Now, the good sister appears to have fallen back to sleep. I must prepare for her bed myself. Good night, Andreas. Good night, Father. Well, give me 1 minute. I wasn't done exploring the meadow, the forest. That's where I want to go. Oh, yeah, let's finally come together. Sticks. Where does that area go into? Smokey's home. Oh, what is Smokey? Dang, he has got it heated in there. Whole place is going up. Meadow, Shrine of Saint Sasha, waterfall. Oh, waterfall, why not? Run full of bugs. No wonder Otto has split it up. Hasn't split it up. There's down. So down from the snow melt in the mountains above Abbey. So my Soren's Woods is rich and moist. And some place of flesh mushrooms have some free time. Set the old salt mine, eh? That's also how the town made money before the Imperial Road opened. Alright. And twisting, and twisting. And let's go to Shrine of Sasha. Carving of Saint Sasha, it looks quite old. It's quick. Okay. I don't know who Sasha is. I don't remember Saint Sasha from the Bible. Mill, Franz Banner, and Widow Kremper. Bon, Town Commons. Okay. And these wood carvings are quite curious. Curious, curious, curious. Dunbarn Farm. So much to explore. Gertner Farm. Oh. John's family keeps beehives to the honey and wax. Oh, I did not know beehives looked like that. That seemed to go down. Gertner Farm. This is, what was that before? And let's visit the town. I think that's all of here. There's too much smaller. Yeah, Central Town. Oh, so that's how I would get there. Is this to that farm? No. So what's in center of town? Am I gonna witness a lynching? Common night lynching? Bakery, North Town, Centaur, Kitty, Squan. Man, these are some awesome pet names. Virgin Truckers. It's up north. More ruins. I wonder if they're from the old Roman colony. Or just Stoltz House. Passing is like you have so many Wonderland actually going. I have to buy some back at Nolenberg. Okay, so nothing of interest. Probably be there later on. Probably not the best idea to come here at night. Okay. Just sleep in a chair. Okay. That's the night and my boy. Why? Jeez, those chairs hang far up. I feel like I get a home suite being up here. Maybe I should clean this up. Okay, clean it up. It's Solomon, blah 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 blah. Leaky roof, huh? I should get some rest. Go to sleep. Stay awake. Sleep. Dang, got them long high socks. Thigh highs. Work it, man. Get back to work. Well, I gotta give her some money. She's alright, Darcy. What happened? Storm rolled in during the night. It had something out of all morning. Why have been doing what we can here to keep us all from washing away? Peter and George are outside trying to deal with the flooding as best they can. I'm in danger? I hope certainly everyone's alright. Yeah. Always a danger with this much rain, but we've lived through worse. Whatever happens will be as God wills it, but we must have faith that promised to endure what is to come. Oh, I have some food for you. Well, that's nice. Why is she crying though? Because of a bad storm? Here, sorry for not preparing even more. I don't want him to say hello, by the way. Otto asked me to say hello. He's probably courting her. I don't see that how that. I don't see how that could be a good friend to him and just tell her. So they're not going just tell her. Probably be happy together. Well, I did it. Ah. Good. Thank you. Have a good day at the Abbey, Andreas. Try to stay dry. Thanks. You too. Good luck. Cherry, that's your favorite voice character. Okay, I didn't even get to offer the money. I didn't see that wall was broken. So that was fun. Some strong hearts, all these others. The rest of you are worse. It's the third time I had some wall this year. This is the way it's always. The rain falls around Bravo to the roll. Oh, it's hard to blame the Abbey for that. It's just how it works. There's a reason we're down here, but up there, Andreas. Anyway, I have to get back to see ya later. Well, I think that's gonna be it for today's stream. I think that was some good work. Considering feudal. We'll probably pick up right back to a baron getting stabbed. Yeah. Probably stabbed, if not hung by a noose on a tree. One of the two. So, alright. Until next time. Yeah. Till next time, Cherokee. Oh, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Yeah. Until then, see y'all later.